First leg of the triple trio, decent jackpot going in as well. Race number 4 onto the all-weather for the first time. 2 races on the dirt on Sunday. Class 4 of the 1200 metres, headed by Amazing Moment. Victor Wong taking £10 off from Barrier 3. Giddy Giddy, Barrier 1, likes to roll forward, a 3-time course and distance winner. Deja Vu's a 3-time course and distance winner as well. It's been a while since he saluted. Elite Spirits, third last start behind Shimmer and Shine. Fortune Happiness makes his debut. Grand Harbour's got pace as well from Barrier 4. Flying Godspell has speed, but he's got Barrier 11 to contend with, and down to Striking Mr. C. They put the blinkers on for the first time. He was behind Grand Harbour, a long way behind him last time out.
The big question for me is how aggressive will Zac Purton be on Flying Godspell when he try and get across to the front? All weather, potentially rainy. You wouldn't want to be sitting back, getting too much kickback. Obviously, Giddy Giddy should hold a prominent spot. Happy Meteor, Blitzing showed some pace on debut. Deja Vu's coming back from a bleeding attack, and he's also now in the stable of Armin Lee. Was handy in a recent trial where he finished 3rd.
Levante went OK on debut. He didn't have the clearest of runs. He'll strip fitter with natural improvement from that particular run as well. You can see nice, easy track work from him, but he seems to be going pretty well, and he'll strip a fit horse going into this particular race. Grand Harbour was a winner recently as well, 2 starts ago on the all-weather. He's been keeping all his runs on the all-weather. I suppose now he's a 7-year-old, he's finding it a little bit easier on his feet, but he seems to be going OK still. Grand Harbour and Flying Godspell, as you mentioned, he's showing a bit of pace in this track work. He has been sort of punched out in a couple of his gallops here, so it will be interesting to see the tactics here, but there seems to be a lot of pace underneath him.
There certainly is, yeah, and we can start off seeing some of those horses with pace. After, of course, we check on the triple trio. 2 million, so 5 million, the estimated dividend on Sunday for the TT. Now, as far as Flying Godspell is concerned, managed to run 2nd on the replay we're having a look at. He did this from Barrier 7. Giddy Giddy has got into that spot from Barrier 12. He's come up with 1 this time round, though. Yeah,
and they had too much pace for Grand Harbour. He battled on OK. Levante sort of was one-paced. Obviously needed the hit out, but there's every chance that Joe Moreira from 1 and Zac on Flying Godspell might be sort of looking for a similar situation there, except sort of Giddy Giddy down on the rail as opposed to Flying Godspell. And if that's the case, I think they'll both be right in the finish.
Yeah, I agree. I think they'll both be both finish off nicely. So, yep, I think they've got good chances.
They both go in. All right, Amazing Moments was well fancied last time out. Zac Purton in the saddle, in actual fact. Shimmer and Shine, though, having his first start on the all-weather, was a little bit too good for them.
I think he ran into a real good horse here, Shimmer and Shine. I think Shimmer and Shine is a real progressive horse going through the grades. And Amazing Moment was the best of the rest, hit the line nicely. He does get a little claim, but Barrier 3 looks like a reasonably straightforward ride, and I think he'll be tough to beat.
Happy Meteor has Matthew Poon going back aboard. He hasn't been racing at his best, but he might be one that's worth a little bit of a squeak, another squeak, because he's accustomed on the surface. But I think the £10 off for Amazing Moment's crucial here.
All right, Fortune Happiness has his first start here. He's a 3-year-old by Star Spangled Banner. 3 trials coming in. Yeah,
and he's shown some speed in one of his trials. Obviously, he's going to know he's in a race here because they're going to jump and really scoot along through the first couple of 100 metres. 4th, 3rd, 4th in his trials. I think this is probably not the right race for him. I'd be interested in your thoughts, Paul. I mean, he closed off OK there, but no, I'm happy to sit on the fence.
Yeah, no, I haven't got him in. He's 1,098 pounds. He's had tendinitis, so he's had issues since he's been here, and he was just pushed out a little bit in that trial.
All right, this is Deja Vu. Bled after track work in March. He's been off for a little while, but trialling here behind the Wizard of Oz.
Look, he's a 3-time winner over the course and distance. That's in his favour.
Yeah, no, I quite like him, actually. I've got him in the numbers as well. His track work's been good. Barrier 5, Jack Wong rides this track particularly well, and I like the way he finished off this trial as well. I think Wizard of Oz has a massive chance in the group race. So, yeah, I've got him in.
All right, so he's another interesting inclusion, but an open contest, Paul. First leg of the TT. Happy Meteor's favourite.
Yep, I haven't got him in, though. I've got Amazing Moment on top. I just think he's well placed in this particular race, and from Barrier 3 he'll get a good run. Deja Vu, again, in one of these Armin Lee runners. I've got him in there for 2nd. Flying Godspell's going to do it a little bit tough, and Giddy Giddy will get the nice run. So I've got them in there for 3rd and 4th. I went 1, 4, 10 and 2 with the exotics.
Same. On top selection, that is. Amazing Moment. I think the £10 off here for Victor Wong is probably the deciding factor when the whips are cracking. I thought his first up run was good behind Shimmer and Shine. Looks a nice horse going forward. Second up here, good barrier claim, likes the surface. Giddy, elite spirit. I think the old boy runs well again. Flying Godspell's got the wide barrier, but if he finds the front, he'll take some catching. So 1, 2, 6, 10. I will sneak in Striking Mr. C. He won a trial recently with blinkers on. It was down the straight 1,000. That might be the negative against it, but it was a good trial.
Yeah, amazing moment for me. But I've got Striking Mr. C in my top 4. He's in there for 4th spots.